Grow fam, thank you for tuning back into the channel. Please hit that like button, that subscribe button. We're on the road to 20,000 subscribers. Each and every subscription helps. Hit that button. It's Thursday. Welcome back to the show, Cheap Not Broke Live. Thank you all for tuning back in. If you were here last night, thank you for tuning in. If you're back tonight, thank you for tuning back in again. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 20,000 subscribers. We are now on the road to 1,500. We have passed the 1,400 mark. Yay, officially at 1,402 subscribers. So everybody that hit that subscriber button, thank you very much. I'm trying to figure out who the hell the 1,400 subscriber was. I got something for you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tonight, we are talking about something that I'm pretty sure you're aware of. You probably have seen it. You probably have thought about it. Why don't they teach financial literacy in school? Why money is not taught in school? Why money is not taught in school? I couldn't put the whole title up there. It was really long and all that good stuff. But why is money not taught in school? Well, they don't want these po-ass people asking all these questions. That's why they don't have to teach you this in school. Now, some states have changed. They have started teaching financial literacy in school. Great, good for them. But it's not enough. It's just not enough. They're not doing it. It's not at a high rate. It's not common. They teach you algebra, exponents, quadratic equation. Who gives a damn? What do I need a quadratic equation for? How much money that's gonna put in my pocket? Zero. Nothing. Exponents. I remember exponents. X plus y equals z squared. I don't care about no x, y, and z. Nothing. Put some dollars on that, okay? Why don't they teach fractions more? Why don't they teach more about... They don't teach finance in school. Present value, future value. They don't teach you none of that. The stuff that you really need to know. Nothing. It's nothing. So, we're going to get into it tonight and talk about all of that. Josh Brown, because Hunter is not going to teach the prey how to survive. You're damn right. It's a reason why. And they don't teach you basic stuff. Shout out to Josh Brown. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you coming. Man, I just remember, it's, you don't write checks anymore, so you don't have to write that. Credit, they don't teach you nothing about no credit. You don't even know what the hell a credit score is by the time you graduate. You don't know any of that stuff. They don't talk about that. They don't talk about car payments, loans, interest rate, nothing. All the stuff that you're going to be affected by. Health insurance, you got to pay health insurance, car insurance, life insurance, just insurance in general. You got to pay these things, and nobody teaches you about it. Nothing. So, but why? The question is why? Why? Because there's a lot of other stuff that you can learn in school. I beg, history. History's great, but they don't teach you history that really matters. History of, they teach you history of the United States. What about the history of Christianity? I remember that. I did some research on history of Christianity. Boo, boy, talking about a rabbit hole. They don't teach you that. They don't teach you about the history of the Federal Reserve. You should do the history of the Federal Reserve. Taxation, history of taxation. I still want to know, when did black people start paying taxes? Because we've never got equal representation under taxation. Meaning, the day black people started paying federal taxes, meaning probably right after slavery, during the Black Code, sometime you had to pay taxes and you didn't get a damn thing. A lot of people, we still paying taxes, not getting anything, but that's a whole nother story. They're not going to teach you about taxes, because if you really understood taxes, here's what I put. Think about this. You got shows about the FBI. You got shows about the fire department, the police department. You got shows about everything. You don't have not one show about the IRS. They don't do shows about that. They don't do shows about the tax code. They don't have shows where, even when people got arrested and they went to jail, they don't do that on what's the show? They got SUV, all kind of cop shows, but nothing on taxation, nothing. Because I don't want you to learn that. If they really wanted taxes to be easy, it just be a flat tax, 10%. Just pay your 10% and you're good. No, you got usury tax, got all kind of tax. Because we used to be in a position where we just had usury taxes. Usury tax, when you use something, you pay taxes on it. We just talked about last night. You got to pay the resort fee, and you're not even you're not even doing nothing. I'm not even going to the pool. I'm just sitting here. I'm just out here gambling. Why am I paying for the pool? I didn't come to gamble. I didn't come for that. So they got you paying for all this extra stuff. But bottom line, they don't teach you about money in schools because they don't want people asking questions. They don't want you questioning anything. Think about it. They really talks about taxation, taxes. How many people gonna start asking questions about taxes? They just take the money out your check. You don't question anything. You just assume it's okay. However, why is this? They got us living off more money than less. We just talked about a couple shows ago about salaries, and you're living off of less. You pay your taxes, right? They tax you. Then you get money back, which means they had you living off less money than what you were supposed to. Let's say you get an extra $4,000, $5,000. That was money that you could have got in a year to live off of. So what does that mean? The federal government don't know what the hell they doing with the money. Why do you take too much money? Or do you pay too little? It's always a balance. It's never you just pay exactly what you're supposed to pay. Either you pay too much, and they give you something back, a little bit back, which is a loan, or you don't pay enough, then you put your ass in jail. Why can't we figure this out? We've been taxed for hundreds of years now. Hundreds of years. Y'all can't figure that out? Y'all can't figure out how much a person owes down to the least to 50 to 60, within $100. No, you can't figure that out. But we still get screwed with that. So that's why they're not teaching us this stuff. They don't want us to know. They don't want us questioning anything. Nothing. But let's see. I took some notes. Of course, I had to do my research on this. But let's do our history on schools. See, schools initially weren't taught way schools are even taught to this day. Right now, the way schools teach kids is not beneficial to them because you got to sit down, 8 hours a day, 6 hours, and you got to learn a bunch of bullshit that doesn't matter to you. You don't care about this stuff. It's not putting no money in my pocket. Why I care about this? That's why some kids have ADD, attention deficit, because I don't care about this. Find something that a person cares about and see how much of their attention you will get. But that's another story. Industrial Revolution. Schools were designed to prepare students for factory jobs, and they still do, not financial independence. Focus on reading, writing, and arithmetic, leaving out life skills like money and management. And here's what schools don't ever teach you. Schools don't teach you about sales, because bottom line, everything is sales. What kind of business you got if you're not selling nothing? You got to sell something. And it would be good to know how to sell something, right? But they don't teach you about sales. Next, shift towards standardized education. In the early 20th century, gotta show my teeth when I say them big old words. My teeth be dry. In the early 20th century, the model prioritized one size fits all, which has never been the case, which is they still do. They still teach school like all students are gonna get it at the same time. It's not true. One size fits all curriculum. Financial literacy was deemed less critical than vocational and academic subjects. The reason money isn't taught: lack of standardization curriculum, no universal agreement on what financial education should be included. Credit. Oh, slap myself. Didn't mean to do that. I ain't crazy. Credit. Very significantly state by state and district by district. Well, Mississippi got a lot of poor people, so they probably ain't gonna teach you nothing. And remember this, ladies and gentlemen, look at a map. I'm gonna pull it up for you. Most of America is rural. 75% of America is rural. Okay, pick any state. 75% of the land is not being used. All right. Political and economic influence. Some argue that teaching money management could disrupt consumer habits and reliance on credit. You don't think teaching people about credit will make you depend on the system less? A lot of people will invest more and wouldn't need the system as much, right? And I'm going to teach you that. Teacher prepness. Many educators lack formal training in financial literacy, making it difficult to teach. Well, hell, half of your teachers don't have no money. How you going to have somebody teach you how to make $1 million that don't have it? How's a person going to teach you how to make $1 million that don't have it? I was listening to this wealthy gentleman, and he was talking about schools and about where he puts his kids. He said, well, I put my kids in private school. And he said, why? Well, because I want my students, my kids, to learn from people who make a substantial living. Because if you don't make any money, you're struggling to make finance. You make ends meet financially. You're probably not going to teach my kids anything. You're not going to teach my kids how to do it. You're worried about your damn self. You're stressed out at home, and you're supposed to come in here and teach us how to make it? I don't think so. Guy made a point. I saw where he was coming from. I didn't. The way he said it was little. It was true. It was just true. Yeah, he's like, yeah, teachers don't make a lot. So how are they going to teach students how to make money? And the point is making money, right? Why are you going to school? To make money. The purpose of going to school is to get an education, to get a job, to make some money. You don't have no money, your life's going to be uncomfortable. It is what it is. Consequences and gap in financial education. Young adults often start life burdened with student loans, credit card debt, and poor financial decisions. Limited wealth building skills. Oh yeah, nobody teaches you how to build wealth. Many miss opportunities for savings, investments, and retiring planning. Lack of knowledge in compound interest and long-term financial strategies. That's true. See, a lot of people become rich. They just work a regular ass job. Work a regular job, save money for a long time. You got to get your emotions under control. That's the problem with consumerism. It's not us. It's not people. It's not us. Look how many commercials are in your face every day asking you to spend money. Every commercial is about you spending money. They don't have commercials telling you, don't eat sugar. They don't have commercials, drink water. They don't have commercials, hey, you should read a book a day. They don't have commercials for that. Advertising could be used to benefit society a hell of a lot more, but advertising is only used to make money. Nobody does that. Only commercial you see that's just really telling you just what do. They have commercials about Jesus. Commercials about Jesus. About, hey, Jesus Christ saves, this and that, but they still want your money too now. Don't act like people don't want your money. People want your money too. All this stuff, every message you see, do me a favor. This weekend, if you're coming back to the show Monday, please do. Come back to the show Monday. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about ads. That's our next subject from Monday. Ads. Every ad is to get you to spend money. Nothing is out there to get you to promote your health. Remember, I keep bringing this up. You remember the commercial? Do you know where your kids are? It's 9 o'clock. That was it. That was the commercial. It's 9 o'clock. Do you know where your kids are? No, I don't know where my kids are. There you go. Another commercial. Hey, don't spend your money. You'll be poor. Well, you know what? Wait a minute. Maybe I shouldn't spend my money. I might be poor. No. Nobody's going to tell you that. Hey, another commercial. Don't eat that. It'll kill you. You're going to have a big ass back. You don't want no big ass back. Don't eat that stuff. But nobody's telling you this stuff. Nobody's telling you this. Nobody's telling you this. Either you got to have a family, you got to come from a family that's going to teach you this stuff. You got to be intuitive on your own to learn this stuff. Or, you just got to pick it up somewhere. But it's not going to just fall out the sky. How to manage your credit, somebody got to teach you that. You got to learn it on your own. You're not going to pick that up. See, a lot of stuff you pick up in society, just watching TV. Racism, you pick up racism watching TV. I can prove it. But nah, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's just teaching you this stuff. And it kind of bothers me that they don't teach it in school. But they can't. They can't teach it in school because that'll mess up the system. You'll have people not going into debt. You'll have people paying off their mortgages early. You'll have people not getting, going out and getting leases on cars forever. It'll mess the system up. It'll mess the system up. I joined the Navy for education benefits. I went in right after high school. Yep. Oh, yeah. The Navy will treat you well. The Navy aid. Ask my dad about the Navy. Navy take care of you. You do your time in the Navy, the military will definitely take care of you. Join right after the Navy. Parents couldn't afford it. Yep. Hey, the military pays well. The military pays well. It gives you education. It gives you opportunity, and you're gonna learn some stuff. Discipline, structure, all kind of stuff. Military takes you a lot. Shout out to YouTube user. Welcome back to the show. How are you going to teach me to run a business if you never owned one or ran one or created a business? Right. And here's another thing about that. A lot of the teachers in school, they only teach. They only know what they teach. They're not teaching you about money. They're not teaching you really anything. Not nothing that's really going to benefit you. What do you learn in school from Ms. Peggy? Oh, she was a great teacher. She really looked out for me. Now, one teacher I can credit to is Miss Brown. Miss Brown, was it Miss Brown? Was it Miss Brown? I think it was her name was Miss Brown. And I wasn't doing well in math at the time. Math wasn't hard for me. It just wasn't clicking. Wasn't clicking at the time. And she pulled me aside, kept me out of class one day. She said, Malcolm, I think you're a very bright individual. She didn't just attack me. She didn't say, I did this bad, you gotta do better. She said, I think you're very bright individual. She said, you know what your problem is? I said, no. She said, you're very smart. You're not bad at math. Your handwriting is poor. You have poor penmanship. You need to improve your handwriting. And then your math scores will go up. I improved my handwriting and my math scores went way up. Way up. All because I had bad handwriting. Now, this is a teacher that taught me something that kind of went, in life. I still think about her to this day. I'm like, you know what? Let me write that again because this is chicken scratch, and I have a habit of writing chicken scratch. My chicken scratch comes from trying to take notes in school and can't keep up. I'm listening to you trying to write. I can't. You got to write, look down, write, and look up. Teacher keeps it moving. They don't even teach fast enough so you can write the damn notes. That's a whole nother story. But I don't like that. I don't like that. But anyway, Miss Brown taught me that. But all my other teachers didn't teach me a damn thing. And where are they at right now? Now, investing, do they teach you about the stock market in school? No. They don't teach you about that. They don't teach you about no credit. There is no financial. You should be taught financial literacy every year in school. Because let's be honest. By the time you're 12, 13 years old, you spending money. You're buying your own food. You're not cooking for yourself. But when you're out, you might go buy some food. You might pay for some stuff. You pay for little things. As you're young, you start paying for stuff. Buying candy, buying food, buying toys. You start buying things, but you need to understand how the money works. You gotta start the money work. Don't eat that or you'll be a big bag. Don't eat that or you'll be a big bag. Don't eat that or you'll be a big bag. Or your back gonna bust. You don't want your back to bust. You don't want a big back. You don't want a big busted back. That's what you don't want. Okay? Back to the financial literacy in school. Another thing, we'll talk about another situation, off subject, nutrition. They don't teach you about no nutrition. White sugar is just as bad as cocaine. It's just as bad. It's going to send you to the early grade. It's bad for you. It's bad for you. But they're not going to tell you that. Another thing, when we get to the schools. Now, even in college, I was in accounting. They didn't teach me no personal finance. They taught me accounting. They taught me how to work on somebody else's books. They taught me, how to, they taught me company finance. Nothing personal. Everything I learned financially, I learned from my parents. Parents taught me a whole lot. Or life experiences. Parents or life experiences. But I didn't just pick up no book. Now, I am reading a book right now. If you want to read a good book, it's called The Millionaire Next Door. I got to finish it up. I got like an hour and a half. Boy, is it boring. Man, it's a boring book. Good information, though. Good information. Now, it's not, though. It's good information. Very practical. Basically, it's talking about people who just are regular people who invest their money, are very practical with their money to become millionaires because of the compound interest and because they make smart investments. And they're paying themselves first. You gotta pay yourself first. You work for the money, you pay you first. People forget that. They don't pay themselves first, and then you're getting up shit's creek. You can't do that. But the book I'm reading right now is called The Millionaire Next Door. Very, very good book. It teaches you about practical ways to save money. And one of the things I realized that's really good about the book that's teaching me right now is to say no. You gotta say no. Once you have your financial plan, what you want to do with your life and your money, it don't matter what everybody else is doing. I don't want. Look, you want to live good, do all this right now. Great. I'm looking for my future self because when you get 60 years old, you don't want no young person. You don't want to work for no young person. You don't want nobody 20-some years old telling you what the hell to do, and you don't want to have to be still working. No, and you want to live life you want to live. You might want to travel. You don't know where you're going to be at 60 years old. You can still travel, do a lot of stuff, but you don't want to be restricted in your life because you don't have enough money. You got to take care of that right now, which means you got to learn right now. You got to learn how to make money right now. We got to make big money fast. Big money fast, online, YouTube, whatever the hell you're going to do, but the 2-week check ain't going to cut it. Even if you invest, that money's still slow. You're not going to become a millionaire overnight. So you got to figure out some other way to make money. And that's what, in today's society, we got so many ways to make money. You got YouTube. Please hit that like button if you're watching right now. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. You got YouTube. You got TikTok. You got all kind of shit. Are they going to get rid of TikTok? Probably not. They're going to have a U.S. division. They're going to call it a day. They're not about to mess up everybody's money. They're not doing that. But we got to figure this stuff out. You got to figure it out. You got to pick up a book and read it. Millionaire Next Door. Think and Grow Rich. Richest Man in Babylon. These are books everybody read. Everybody reads these books. These are just good books to read if you want to save some money. All right? And it's just some stuff you gotta know. All right? You gotta know. You gotta learn this stuff, and they're not teaching you in school. And even once you get out of school, you still gotta learn about money. You still gotta educate yourself about money. Right now, I'm pretty sure everybody watching is out of school. If not, take your ass to bed. But well, if you're on the West Coast, you can stay up and watch. But I appreciate my young viewers watching. You gotta learn this stuff too. But point is this: even once you get out of school, you still gotta learn about money. Still got to learn about money. If I got 50 million right now, I don't know what the hell to do with that because I've never had $50 million. I got to learn how to manage 50 million. If you get 10 million, you got to learn how to manage that. And as you continue to go up in life and make more money, you got to learn how to manage the money. You got to learn what you're doing, how to do it, and how to take care of that business. That's what it is. That's what it is. If you're watching right now, drop a comment. What y'all think? How y'all feeling? Let me know. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. I would love to hear from you. How y'all feeling about your money? Did you meet your financial goals in 2020? Did you meet them? Because some people don't reach their goals. Their goals are unrealistic. Some people's goals are unrealistic. I would say make a goal that you can, create a goal that you can hit. Create a goal that's easy to pass, something that you can obtain. Then it'll be easier to move on to the next thing. Then you can feel all good and warm and fuzzy inside. All that. That's what you want to feel. You want to feel like that, right? That's how you want to feel, okay? Let me know what you're talking about. What we talking about tonight. Tonight we are talking about why money is not taught in school. Yes, I spelled it with a K. I did that on purpose. I'm trying to be funny. Why money is not taught in school, okay? Drop a comment. Let me hear your thoughts and opinions. Why you think it's not taught in school. Let me know what you think. But right now, we're going to go pay some bills, and we will be right back. We'll be right back. We are back. All right, now it's time for some interesting news. But damn it, I lost my news articles. I had some news articles. I didn't send them to myself today. But that's okay. That's all good. We gonna figure it out. Dang, where my news at? Have my news articles. See, I be having all this stuff lined up. We're doing good, doing real good until now. But that's okay. We're going to figure. There's always news going on in the world. But while we get that together, let's go ahead and hit that interesting news. All right. It's time for interesting news. Okay, Amazon. Amazon has a strike going on right now. Amazon, Teamsters. Teamsters, I guess that is the company that represents Amazon's union. They're called Teamsters. Anyway, workers at 7 Amazon warehouses set nationwide, including a facility in New York, walk off the job Thursday, less than a week away from Christmas. It may just be enough to disrupt the holidays for a few unlucky customers. Y'all not about to do nothing. And people need that money. They're going to work. The strikes are taking place at 7 Amazon warehouses that are key major metropolitan shipping markets, including Southern California, Atlanta, Georgia, Stokey, I don't know where that's at, Illinois, and one major mile facility in Maspeth and Queens. Okay, whatever. The strike could leave a massive e-trailer scrambling for the third-party shipping as contracted just a week before the holidays. The Seattle-based e-tailing giant will likely turn to Amazon Flex drivers who use their own vehicles to deliver packages on other third parties. Yep. So basically, y'all are not about to do anything. Y'all, look, it's not enough of y'all. Y'all might well take y'all ass back to work. Y'all need the whole company to riot. You need the whole company to do it. And they're not going to do it. Close to the holidays, people got kids. People need this money. Now, what we will see coming back up is, remember the dock workers were striking back in October? That's got to come back around because you haven't heard nothing else about that. Now, dock workers strike is over. We're going to have a problem on our hands, baby. We got a big problem on our hands, the dock workers strike. So we don't need them to strike. We need the dock workers to get that back together. So we're gonna see about that. But I don't think like I said, there's only like 7 states. That's not enough for y'all. And if I didn't tell you, you probably even know they were on strike right now. You probably didn't even know. Retail theft. So retail theft is on the rise, and they are trying to change the way that they manage the retail theft. So what the problem is this: people are pretty pissed off, including me, um, that you have to go through this all this plastic to get your stuff. It's annoying, right? You want to get some deodorant, you want to get some personal products. Now you got to go, excuse me, can you help me get my stuff, please? Then you got to get all the stuff. Then they got to know all your business. You might need some itch cream. Your booty hole might itch. I don't know. You might have who knows? You might have a booty hole might itch. You got to have itchy booty hole. You don't want everybody to know your booty hole itch, right? So now you got to call somebody, hey, excuse me, I need the butthole cream. I need the cream for the butthole. Oh, you need butthole cream. I get butthole cream for you. You don't want all that. So now they're going to have an app where you can scan. You scan it, and then you have to use their app, and you scan, and then it's going to open up, and then you can get the product. It's a pain in the butt. If you don't have a phone, you can't do it. You got to have an app. You got to be a member of you got to be a member. There's a lot of steps. Look, I'm just going somewhere else. I'm not coming to CVS. I'm not coming to Walgreens for this stuff. You're not the only ones that sell this stuff, okay? Bottom line is this. I don't care how much people steal from you. It's not affecting the bottom line. You people made billions of dollars last year. Just deal with it. It's shrinkflation. It's shrinkage. Just deal with it, okay? Now, like in California, they just changed the law. Like, if you steal some stuff now, it's going to be like a felony because you don't have people running the stores doing smash and grab. There's only black kids that they were showing it. I didn't see nobody else doing it but black kids. I know sure white people were doing it too. Mexican, Chinese people, other people are doing it too. But they only showed black kids, and that's why the law got changed. Now, I'm going to tell you something else. You want to see school shooting start going down? Show some other people besides white kids. But we don't get in that. That's a whole nother story. We're not getting in that tonight. But yes, that is a pain in the ass. They got all this stuff behind. It's simple stuff. Who cares? We need more people to steal deodorant so there won't be stank in the world. So the world won't smell like ass. How about that? More people need to steal deodorant. That's what we need. I'm tired of this plexiglass stuff. Every time you go in there, everything's behind plexiglass. You need some soap. You need cough syrup. Everything's behind plexiglass, and you only got like 4 employees. You gotta press the button, wait. Look around. Anybody coming? You gotta press again. Excuse me. Oh, can I get some help? 1 second. I'll be with you 1 second. Then people take like 10 minutes to come over there and open that stuff. Anytime you go to CVS, how many employees they got? Like 3 or 4? Pain in the butt, man. Y'all gotta do something about that. I'm not downloading no app to buy nothing. I'm just gonna go to Walmart. I'm going somewhere else. Now Walmart, depending on where you live, if you live in a nice neighborhood, you ain't gotta worry about that. You live in a bad neighborhood, Walmart got everything blocked off. But Walmart, for the most part, don't do all that. They don't have everything blocked off. Target don't neither. CVS, Walgreens, y'all in some terrible locations. Now, the ones in LA, hell yeah, they got a lot of homeless people out there. They be stealing stuff. Dun and Bradstreet. Oh, yeah, that's where you register your business. Shout out Johnny Hall. Thank you for coming. LA, you got a lot of people stealing. So, yeah, I can see why they would do that in Los Angeles. But other places, knock it off. Ain't nobody stealing from y'all. Company's making $10 billion and somebody stole $2 million worth of product. Man, kiss my ass. Whatever. There's a pain in the butt. Y'all need to stop all that. And let's see. What is our next story? Where's my next story at? Company recalls tires. What company recalls tires? I don't remember. Y'all remember years ago, Firestone, they had the issue with the tires. They were blowing out. If you got tires, make sure you look into that. Look at it. Company recalls tire. Which company? Yeah, I can read it. The company that says in documents posted Tuesday that the National High Traffic. So what's the name of the company? If y'all can't tell me the name of the company, I don't give a damn. What's it called? Prinks, Chinks, what? These Chinese tires. Y'all shouldn't be buying no. Nope, don't worry about that. I ain't gonna give you that story. Y'all shouldn't be out there buying no Chinese tires in the first place. Not nothing wrong with Chinese product, but I wouldn't buy no Chinese tire. Let's see. Oh yes, Macy's. I don't know what Macy's about to do. Macy's about to fold, y'all. If you like Macy's probably gonna be around in 5 years. Macy's got that big ass store selling all them high products. People not going in there. Who in their 20s is going to Macy's looking for an outfit? I'm going to Macy's. I'm stepping out on Friday night. Where'd you get this from? Macy's. I'm killing them. Ain't nobody doing that. Nobody's going to Macy's to buy clothes. Who going to Macy's to buy damn clothes? Macy's is super expensive. Cost a ton of money. Tons of money. Nobody's going to these big ass box stores. You gotta walk 2 miles to get a t-shirt. I'm not interested. I'm going to Temu. I'm going to Amazon. I'm going places like that to buy my stuff. I ain't doing all that. Or I'm just gonna save my money. But Macy's, all these big box places, Rent is a lot of money, and it's not when the last only time these places are full is around the holidays. I don't even buy my cologne from Macy's no more. I go to other places now. I used to buy my cologne and perfume from there. Not now. I go other places. Other places are better. They're worth it. You know, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But anyway, tonight's topic is why are they not teaching money in schools? Ladies and gentlemen, they're not teaching money in schools because they don't want people fucking around asking questions. Excuse my French. They don't want people asking a lot of questions. They don't want people getting too smart, hiring all these tax attorneys, fighting the tax codes. Because they should, but we just sit there and just like mind the sheep. I'm going to pay. I'm going to pay. Nah, you can't do that. More people will wake up. Less people will use credit. More people would save their money. It would just be bad for business if they started teaching financial literacy. So what does that mean? You teach it at home. You come to Cheap Not Broke, and I'll teach it for you. I teach it to you. I had a company, Stress Money Less. We're on hold right now, but I do have a subdivision, Stress Money Less, where I'm teaching financial literacy. I teach you about credit, how to manage your credit, how to read your credit report, how to, I have my credit card program, teaching you how to maximize your credit card points, all the stuff that you should know. I was teaching it. But man, it's hard to run that business, man. Being an entrepreneur ain't easy. Hey, it's not easy. You got to put in the same amount of work and to get half the money. That's how it goes. But I was teaching it in schools. Like I said, it is a process to get in schools, teach to kids. But it does something that needs to be taught. Even adults. It doesn't matter, kids, adults. You still need to learn it. I don't know why they think, oh, financial literacy stops in school. You got to learn financial literacy for the rest of your life. You got to learn financial, because as you go, as you do different things in life, you need to know more stuff. More stuff becomes more important. Different things change. The world's changing. We got Bitcoin now. Bitcoin. You got to learn Bitcoin. You don't know Bitcoin, you might get screwed over. You got to learn Bitcoin. You got to learn the stock market. You got to learn all these things. Read you a couple books. Get on YouTube. Watch Cheap Not Broke. Hell, if you want to learn something, send me a message. I'll look it up for you. We'll talk about it on the show. I like bringing good information to you guys. And I'm trying to tell you, nobody else on YouTube is saying, hey, throw me a topic, I'll talk about it. No, they charging you. They got you in the chat charging you money. I'm not doing that. So if you want to know something, drop a stock, look it up, let me know. Let me know. Bitcoin and stock is up. Bitcoin and stock is up. Yes, stock is up, Bitcoin is up. Damn right. You better jump in, get that money. Hey, just put your money in and let it come to you. Put in $100 and let it come to $200. That's all you got to do. You got to watch it. You got to pay attention. You got to learn the charts. You got to learn the terms when you're dealing with stocks. Stocks can be confusing if you don't know what the hell is going on. You got to learn. You got to learn. You got to spend some time learning. But they have us thinking, oh, school is the only place we got to learn. There's a lot more to learn. A lot of other things to learn in life besides that. All right? Bam. There we go. Financial Literacy 101. Right here on Cheap Not Broke. They're not teaching you because they don't want you to know stuff. But here's some things that you need to learn. You need to understand your credit report. You need to understand how credit works. You need to understand the stock market and how to invest. Very important. These are like basic things you need to know. And you also need to understand. I'm bringing the tax guy in January. I got a tax guy. I'm going to reach out to my tax man. I'm going to bring in somebody on Cheap Not Broke to help us with our taxes because we need to know. You need to learn about taxes, taxation. You ain't got to be no expert, but you got to know enough to know what the hell people are doing on your taxes because you going to jail. You are going to jail, not them. Taxation, credit, and you need to learn taxation, credit, and investing. Those are the three most important things I need to know. Like this at a basic level. How to invest, because you can make money from that. Taxation, so you don't get put in jail. And credit, so you can still get things. Those are three things you need to learn basic. Then I'm about to when I go back home, when I go back to the regular studio, I'm actually going to start bringing out the whiteboard. We're going to start bringing the whiteboard out. We're going to start doing that. And I'm start doing the show standing up, y'all. I'm tired of this sitting down thing. I'm going to start standing up on the show because I can do more standing up. I can move around. I like to be active. I do stand up comedy. So I'm going to start doing the show stand up because I feel like I'm restricted sitting down. Drop a comment. What y'all think? Y'all think I should stand up and do the show? I think I'm going to stand up and do the show. I'm going to stand up and do the show so I can move around, do a little more. Be a little more free. I'm about to get a new camera. Matter of fact, if you would like to help with the camera, please donate. Well, we would love to help. So I'm about to buy new camera lens. About to get a new camera lens. So if you would like to help with that, please donate at Black Kung Fu at Black Kung Fu Cash App, Venmo, Cheap Not Broke, or just hit a super chat. Hey, we always love super chats. Cause hey, if you get to the point where I can't pay the internet bill, ain't no Cheap Not Broke. Ain't no Cheap Not Broke. So. But if you love to donate, please, we love to help all the donates. Everything goes back into the channel. Equipment, Everything goes back in the channel. So if you love to donate, please do. Yeah, but that's what we got going, everybody. That's what we got going. So I hope you enjoyed the show tonight. 35-minute show. No comments. But I hope you learned something. Because, I like when people comment. I love when y'all comment. But if you just want to sit back and watch and chill, no problem. And if you don't want me to show your comment, just let me know. Don't show my comment. I have no problem. I don't show everybody's comment. So, but I appreciate everybody tuning in, watching the show. We are back on Monday. Oh, man. Christmas is Wednesday. Am I going to do a show Christmas? Damn right I am. We don't take no days off. What you talking about? This treatment opera, we don't take no days off. I'm not taking no days off until I get 1 million subscribers. No days off. Okay? So if you ain't got nothing to do on Christmas, I'm going to be here for you. I'm going to be here Wednesday. Wednesday ran Christmas. Wednesday ran on Christmas. We going to be here. We going to be here. Monday, we going to be here. We're going to be back on Monday. All right? So make sure y'all tune back into the channel. Tell a friend of a friend of a friend. Listen, guys. I'm only getting like 20, 30 views on the shows, y'all. I need y'all to help share the show. Tell a friend. Tell somebody. Tell somebody. Cheap, not broke. Cheap, not broke is where it's at, all right? Tell somebody. I'm trying to grow. I'm poor out here, y'all. I'm joking. But really, tell people to follow the show, like the channel, like the content. It really helps. I'm trying to grow. I'm about to make some changes in January. I'm about to bring you guys some guests to make the show a little more interesting. But please follow the show. In Asia, they don't do credit scores or FICO scores. You're damn right. Yep, they don't do credit scores or FICO scores. They trust their people in Asia. They trust their people. In America, they don't do that because they want the America. America's greedy. America's gluttonous. I think at some point we may not be here to see it, but America's probably going to end up like Rome. It's going to fold on itself. Sometime the rich and the poor, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. At some point, America probably will fold. I don't know if I'll be here to see it, but I'm just saying, the amount of money that the rich make and the amount of money that the poor can't is going to, we've seen it. It's just going to get to a point where it's too hard for people to make it. And, the wealth gap is growing. It's always continuing to grow. I hate to see it growing like that, but what do? You got to utilize the internet. You got to be financial literate. That's all you really can do. It's hard to go try to get $1 million check, but you can. If you focus and put everything you can into it, you too can be a multi-millionaire, whatever the hell you want to be. Financial free, retire at 30. You can do whatever you want to do. You just got to put in the work. You got to have the knowledge and the understanding. You got to learn. It's a lifelong, financial literacy is a lifelong project. It's a lifelong thing. It never stops. It always goes and goes and goes and goes. I myself, in order for me to continue to get on this channel with you guys, I got to read books. I have to read books. I got to study. I got to read the articles. I have to continuously educate myself so I have something to talk about with y'all. So I'm not excluded either. I'm continuously reading good things. I'm continuously reading books so I can bring that information to y'all and just living life because I'm just cheap, not broke myself. But cheap, not broke, as we started off, we were just like Dollar Tree and couponing. We're way bigger than that. We're talking about travel, credit now. How to get the most out of your car, okay? Getting the most out of your money. That's what cheap not broke is about. Living life at your price, getting the bang for your buck. You want your money to go bang. That's what you want. Bang, bang, bang with your money. Bang for a buck with your money. That's what it's about. That's what this channel's about. Getting the most bang for your buck. Shout out to everybody watching right now. Please hit the like button. It don't take much. It's easy. Hit the like button. Just hit it. Hit the subscribe button. That's all I ask. It's not like you gotta pay to be on here. I ain't Netflix. You ain't gotta pay to be on here. It's just this. That's all you gotta do. Just hit it with your like button. All right, everybody. We're gonna be back on Monday. And damn it, what was the topic? I said I knew I was gonna talk about on Monday. I gotta watch the show back. Somebody tell me what I said I was gonna talk about on Monday. Please tell me. I've been rambling. Tell me what I was gonna talk about on Monday. But we're back on Monday. We will be doing a show Christmas Day. Might be abbreviated, might be early. Look out for the time. I'll tell you Monday. But until then, make sure you have a great, happy, safe weekend. Do your Christmas shopping, but don't break the bank. Remember, go back and watch the show. You can write, if all else fails, just write somebody a Christmas card, put a few dollars in there. If not, just write them a Christmas card and let them know that you love them and you care about them. Okay? Because what's the best gift? Your presence. Because who wants a gift from somebody that's been gone 20 years? Nobody. You would rather that person be here. You would rather them be here in your presence, enjoying time with you. Okay? Have a great, safe weekend. We're going to be back on Monday. Thank you all for tuning in. And like I said, stay cheap, not broke.